Hello traders, Mark Chapman here, the creator of the trademark Trap Traders concepts. Welcome to today's Trap Traders Trade of the Day analysis. Today's date is the 31st of March 2017. The trap we're going to take a look at today is it's a bit of a mixture of a couple of different types of traps. We call these clusters, and they occurred in that location there, and essentially what you had was a market that was making a series of higher highs, higher lows, breaks the new highs, pulls back, breaks out from that prior high, but no sooner did it do that, it's collapsed strongly and headed down against those traders. So essentially trapping traders up there in those longs. Let me just highlight that area a little bit more. So there's your breakout traders going along at the breakout of that prior high, and in there is where your retracement traders would go along off the back of trading into some historical resistance, and the idea is that it becomes support, right? So when you have price bounce off a level many times, obviously too many to really get them all done here, but there you go. So as it breaks up through there, the idea is that that then becomes a support area, and as you can see, price did bounce, and that's the trick, that's the gaff when looking at trading traps. It gives the appearance that people, have made the right decision. So the process by which people take trades is they view some historical structures, they figure out that that's a pretty decent level that they'd like to do business off, price approaches the level, and they're hopeful that it'll start reacting in the manner that they believe it would, which would be in line, in sync with their historical analysis, and then price starts to actually react as if it was going to work. Then that's what gets you to pull the trigger, take some risk. And interestingly, at the hard right edge, so this is the hard right edge where price is in the here and now, but interestingly, people don't pay attention to what's coming next, right? This area is going to fill, it just needs a little bit of time, right? Price will fill this area, but when we're sort of focused in on the price action at the hard right edge, and then it reacts in the way that we had hoped that it had based off our historical analysis, then that makes us come in and take some risk. But as soon as we take some risk, i.e. you enter the trade, that money then becomes fair game. Okay, now you're in, now that money can be taken from you. So this is the process by which people get trapped, and if you'd like to learn how to trade in this way so that you reduce the amount of time that occurs to you and you get yourself on the right side of this equation, make sure you come and join me in my inner circle. A link below this video. But if this pulls back up into this area, what this is this is a return into that location, and those traders who are caught in here, and the portion of them who are still in this, right, and have gone through this emotional nightmare, being it as bad in this position as down in this location, if they get a chance to get out, the will, their motivation is shifted. It's not about making money anymore, it's about getting out of this alive. That's break even, so they're going to sell off that level, and that's going to create some supply up there. Now there are other reasons why there would be supply there, but that's one of the reasons people being trapped in those long positions. In order for them to exit, they must sell to do so. So we know that there's going to be some supply up there. So this looks like a pretty good trade if it gets up in that area. Just make sure that the stock market's selling off before you pull the trigger, because obviously the stock market can impact commodity currencies. If it's flying high, then you don't want to take this trade. So just make sure there's some retracement stroke reversals occurring in the stock market indexes, the S&P, FTSE, etc. Okay guys, so if you'd like to, as I said, learn more about how we trade the financial markets, click the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.